Hi, I'm Corey Nation with Embark EMR, where we're setting a new precedent in EMR functionality and affordability. Embark started as a jumbled mess of Excel spreadsheets and Word documents for my wife's private practice here in Indianapolis, where I noticed a long time ago that she was actually spending $700 a month for 4 employees to utilize their EMR system, and I thought there had to be a better way. So iterating over a few years on that jumbled mess of a solution, and a lot of people began to request the back pocket type of back of the napkin type of solution that we developed, and enough people had requested it that eventually I decided to build a real functioning electronic medical record software for specifically designed for therapists, practitioners, psychologists, and coaches. So March of 2021, Embark EMR was born. Beginning the process, I went and interviewed over a dozen different practices throughout the city and determined what decisions are they trying to make, what jobs would they hire an EMR to do, and how do they go about their thinking process and interacting with this piece of software. Currently, if they used the software or if they didn't use the software at all and wrote everything down with pencil and paper. I wanted to capture everything on how it was truly being done in the field. Took all that information, mapped it out, and prioritized what our minimum viable product might look like, and from March to June we developed that minimum viable product and launched it with June. Since then, after launching just 10 months ago, we have over 750 people on the platform, hundreds of private practices have joined, and they're all saving a significant amount of money. So Embark costs just $20 per month as compared to hundreds of dollars per month per user that practices are used to paying. Embark EMR is a very simple and intuitive platform. And when I give a demo, I always like to start on our features page because people always ask, how much does Embark actually cost? And there's no way in their minds that they can believe that a $20 bill can get them all of the features and functions that they need to help run their practice. But it's true. So we do have a $20 per month is paid annually, so I couldn't charge people fees even if I wanted to. And it comes with all of the features that people actually need to develop their practice. Because we leveraged design thinking so much early on, we were able to build the system without any of that unneeded overhead and the features that people really just didn't need and nobody uses, that they're still paying for. Embark EMR is very simple and intuitive to utilize, that even the most encumbered practitioners who are not digital natives, they can leverage this platform and make a lot of efficiency improvements within their practice at an extraordinarily low cost. So when they log in, practitioners see their calendar right in the beginning, and we focus a lot on decision support. What decisions are the practitioners trying to make, and how can we put information in front of them to help support them in the creation of that decision? So right on their calendar, they get the time, the discipline, and their patience. So we have Samuel Jackson being seen for anger management. Once they're finished, then they can see what their note status and the appointment statuses are. They can jump over to the patient section, where all of the patient's information is securely held in a HIPAA-compliant database, and it's very organized and easily accessible. There's a lot of automations that also take place on the platform, like when somebody schedules a new appointment, a session note's automatically created and a note template's available that fits the practice's needs. We map the patient's goals and how they progress on completing their goals over time, as well as offering additional templates that the practitioners can utilize. Because we're very focused on decision support, one of the things that practitioners need to know is information on prior authorizations. So right here, the practitioner can input the start and end date of a prior authorization, which are restrictions and limitations that insurances place on the number of sessions a patient can be seen for. Input that information here, and the provider can instantly see how many services are remaining and how many weeks are remaining within their authorization period, so now they can better schedule sessions in the future. Once they're done with the session, they can jump over to the accounting section, where their financial summary is automatically populated with the services that they've included in their appointment. All the practice's accounting summary are clearly and neatly organized in this easily accessible table. They have this cute little chart at the top that'll show their revenue trending over time, and they can easily update and manage their accounting summary and their revenue. Anytime a provider adds a service to an appointment, that information will be automatically populated within their invoices. And they have invoice generation at one click. Select a patient, it'll automatically pull up all the services that the patient has not paid for yet. Generate receipt does the opposite. Generating a super bill, at one click I can generate an entire super bill for a provider, and this is a task that would typically take someone 30 minutes to an hour to complete anytime a patient would request a super bill. Now, what's better than being able to have a super bill finished at one click is not having to click it at all. Patients can easily access a patient portal which has all of their information, where they can access notes, the consent forms and documentation. They can get their receipts, invoices, and super bills all with the click of a button. Again, saving the provider lots of time and effort. We do have a lot of opportunities with Embark EMR to grow as well and to continue to impact the provider. One of those is Embark Pay. Embark Pay is going to be a low transaction fee, members only, HIPAA compliant payment processor that'll integrate fully into Embark EMR at no additional cost, and will save the practices thousands of dollars a year. Right here I can see a small practice of 25 sessions per week with $80 per session at a 3.5% transaction fee would save $1,000, and that's for a one-person practice. Imagine the practices that have 26 or 30 people working for that practice. That is a significant chunk of change that is saved to that practice's bottom line just in credit card fees. Thank you again for your consideration. I'm Corey Nation, and this is Embark EMR.